Hello everybody, and welcome back to the TNT Evilution walkthrough on the ultra-violence difficulty for the PC, played through ZDoom. I'm Big Mac Davis, and this is Map 18, Mill. But before we get started, there's a couple of things I want to say. PlumBrendan69 of YouTube has submitted my Ultimate Doom walkthroughs onto Steam's walkthrough section. So I'll leave a link for that in the description. That's awfully cool. And so thank you. Thank you for that. Also, Zedenda has started his own Doom Let's Play. So I will leave a link to his channel in the description. Go check out his videos for Doom. And one more thing. Andrew, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Ayyyy. Ndrew. He was actually the first one to mention to me that you could chainsaw a mancubus, and I forgot to mention his name as well. So Zedenda and Andrew, I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry, I'm not good at pronunciations. Thank you both. I love chainsaw now with mancubus. Chainsaw equals mancubus now. Anyway, let's move on to the walkthrough now. You start in front of a door. To the right of it is a hallway with some ammo inside, so grab it all. And now we're free to open up that door. There's a few gunners beyond, but nothing too much. Turn right, kill the Spectre, and then turn right again, and there's a door. We mysteriously grab the super shotgun from atop that platform. Now to grab the rocket launcher from atop that platform. To do it, go back through that door, turn right, and then this wall right here is a secret area. But you want to work quickly and carefully because there's a lot of gunners on this upper pathway. And we grab the rocket launcher from atop that platform, so yay. Go back out through that door again, and because I literally hate all pain elementals, we are using the plasma gun on both of them in this large room when they get close enough. Well, that's one dead. There's one more. Yeah, I hate pain elementals. I hate lost souls. Whoever designed them is a big troll. And it's just they're so annoying is what it is. Worst design ever on Earth. But I think everybody is dead, all the lost souls that is. So what I do now is I hop down, then use the plasma gun on all the arachnotrons. There's probably a better way of handling this room, and a much safer way at that. But that's the way I handle it, and it works for me, so yeah. Anyway, these black doors right here are locked for right now. We can't open them. There's the blue key on top of that pillar there. To the right of the pillar are some stairs, so climb them. Press this switch, it will open up the black doors for you. But they will close once you come inside here. Alright, have your BFG ready and flip the switch. Archvile. Now we gotta wait for this long lift, and it's a slow lift too. My god. Having a sip of my wired energy drink. Tastes like crap, but it was worth the 68 cents that I paid for it. We have the blue key from atop that pillar. So now we're free to exit out of this large room and continue along our merry way down the hallway. Now as you can see, there are a couple of big power-ups in here, but we'll grab those in secret areas later on. This door just takes us back to the start room. And the same thing applies to the door on the right side here. Start room. Find the stairs on the left and climb them. Now have your BFG ready. When you go down here, ignore the revenants, open up the door on the right side, arch vial, flip the switch down the hallway, and then go back out. Now this part's tricky. Ignore the barons. Maneuver your way past them. Flip the switch. Get the hell out of there. After grabbing the red key over here. You don't want to be in this room for any long periods of time. You will get sniped. We'll deal with those barons later on. There's a much better way I'll show you later on. For right now, we'll continue heading down the left path. And that's it, we reach the end of this hallway. So now we'll go through this door, go around the starting platform to this door, and we're back in here. Now this is actually the red door, so we'll go through it. Ignore the barrels, they'll be used for a purpose later on. Flip the switch, and it will lower down all of these lifts. But the question is, which lift do we take first? Face the entrance, we'll take the lift to the left of that entrance. So, let's ride it to the top. Kill everybody up here. Shouldn't be too hard. Wait for the lift to come back up, then ride it back down. Turn left, and we'll ride the lift to the right of the entrance up next. Again, kill everybody. And grab all the items. Well, the box of rockets. Ride the lift back down, turn left, ride this lift up. I find it best to wait for the lift to raise back up before riding it back down. It gives you more time to get to the next lift. See, now ride it down, turn left, and ride the next lift up. Sometimes you're not fast enough to make the lift, and you have to wait through the whole cycle again. Make sure to grab both the armor bonuses in this room if you want the 100% items. Turn left again, ride the next lift up. Yeah, this is pretty repetitive. It's probably the most boring part of this level. But this is the last lift. It will take us to a blue area. Alright, now what we're gonna do. There's the yellow key, but we can't grab it yet. By the way, when this floor lowers, it looks really cool, and I'll show you that later. For right now, turn left, then left again, then lower this lift down with that switch. Couple barons, but nothing too much that you can't handle. Nothing you're not prepared for. Ride this lift up, and flip the switch. By the way, random fact, I really like this design here. See, when you press the switch, these two things will lower. They serve no purpose, they're just added detail, and I really appreciate that in video games. The random added detail, it adds to this map. It really does. Anyway, 2 more barons. Yeah, you know the drill. This is a repeated thing from last time. Ride the lift up, and flip the switch. Alright, now these 2 barriers, at least this one, you can't go past. And there's another barrier right here. You can't go past it. So what we have to do is go through the blue door in the center. These 2 switches are exposed, but these 2 switches are blocked still. So we have to find the corresponding switches. Sidestep left. We can't ride this lift up. So what we're going to do is use our pistol to fire at the left wall there, then the right wall. That will open up a chain gunner room. In the next room, I'll show you where that is. Flip the switch first. The chain gunners are right over here. And believe me, there are a lot of them. If you have to, you can use rockets, you can use plasma, use whatever you want. Crap. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you miss a chain gunner and there's nowhere to hide. You end up taking punishment. But oh well. Everybody is dead, so now we'll go back. There's one more lift here, but we can't flip the switch there. Well, what we can do is lower the lift. Kill the 2 barons. again. And now we can lower the lift again, then flip the switch, and there's some health behind here if you need it. I wonder if there's anything up top. I never really checked. Nope, there's nothing. Alright, by the way, this is a lift, but we don't want to take it down. It takes us down to an ambush of revenants. We don't want that right now. So what we're going to do is flip all 4 switches. They're now all exposed. Go back out the blue door, turn left, and then lower this lift down once again. But why? What's the purpose?
There's a secret hallway to the yellow key. It's right here.
See, I really like this design of the lowered floor. A lot of detail was put into it, I can tell. Alright, again, ride that lift up. We're still not done, because there's a secret area up above, right here on this panel. And because I know what's coming up next, we're using the chainsaw on these motherfuckers. That's how much I hate Lost Souls. It's worthy of a swear word. It really is. Fall down, grab the soul. Oh, crap. Wow-wee. Alright. I assume these barons are the ones that I said we'd come back to. But apparently they found us first. That's never happened to me, by the way. That's the first time that's ever happened out of the dozens of times I played this map already. Alright, we grab the soul sphere. Now behind the red door is a trap. Now is where the barrels come in handy, because there's a lot of chain gunners. So take care of them all. The red door is locked. We can't go back out. To the left of it is a switch, which will allow us to escape. Alright, so we'll head to the right over here, and see this lift? We'll lower it down. This just takes us back to the start area. There's a computer area map, and then this takes us back to that hallway over there. Open up the yellow door now, right here. They give you an invisible plasma gun for a reason. This door is locked for right now. What we're gonna do is lower this lift down here, then come all the way over here, and shoot this wall right here. Then go back the way you came, and then the door will have opened. Flip the switch, all hell will break loose, including a Cyberdemon. We'll ride this lift up. We'll get the hell out of here. For right now. We'll head to the right side now, and we'll take care of the remaining 2 barons. There were originally 4, I believe, but 2 of them decided to come early. And they're both dead. So now what we're going to do is go back down here to the ignored enemies, which they left somewhere. Anyway, in this room there are a couple boxes of rockets, so make sure to grab both of them. Then go through the door. Alright, this next part is very tricky, but do not care if you take damage. It doesn't matter. Well, it matters if you die, but run through, ignore everything, flip the switch behind that raised pillar there, then get the hell out of there. And then using this area as a hold point, you can kind of kill all the enemies. Believe me, you want to work rather quickly, because the enemies will start to gang up on you. Again, don't worry about taking damage. There's a megasphere coming up. So it's okay. There you go. Everybody's dead now. There's some rockets over here if you used any, which I'm sure you did. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now, before grabbing that megasphere, we're going to ride this lift up. But be careful. Gunner ambush. There's a mega armor up here. If you fall down there, it just takes you back down there, so yeah. One more enemy before the megasphere, and that's a mancubus.
Mancubus, guardian of the megasphere.
Press the switch. Now when you return, facing the entrance there, turn right, and about right here, fall down, and there's the luscious megasphere. Yay. Alright, so now with that all taken care of, what we're gonna do now... By the way, this lift, it just takes you back up to the blue area where I said, you know, the Revenant ambush. Yeah. Fancy that. We're gonna exit out. More than likely, there will be a couple lost souls. I don't know where they come from, but I always kill them because in ZDoom they count as kills. I want to make sure everybody is dead. Oh, another lost soul. Wow. They must come... Oh, I know where they come from. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Just want to make sure everybody is dead and not hovering over here, now that I know where they come from. So now we'll head back all the way over here, back to this wall. Why are we returning? There's another secret. It's right here. Invincibility, it will come in real handy for the Cyberdemon area. Run back to the right to this lift. And there's all the enemies that have spawned out. Believe me, there are quite a few. You want to work quickly while you have the invulnerability on. You gotta work at clearing this half of the room out. At least my half of the room. Didn't know there were so many gunners here. I'm now paying the price. I should have been clearing out the gunners, rather than firing at the enemies beyond the Cyberdemon, but oh well. Now what I do is I make sure all the enemies on my side are dead. There are still quite a few enemies. They're teleporting in, is what they're doing. Hate it when enemies do that. You fire at them and then they just go all the way against the back wall. That's never good. Sorry this is so slow, I just suck at this. I'm not good with big ambushes. So I have to take my time sometimes. I guess I can be ballsy, but I really don't want to at this point with the Cyberdemon. He can be a real killjoy. The Cyberdemon has to come on this side. There we go. Then you can maneuver the enemies, or try to get the enemies to infight with the Cyberdemon. There we go. That's exactly what you want to have happen. Yes. Whoa. Okay, someone teleported, but I guess they died. Stupid lost souls. But yeah, that's the strategy I'm enacting right here. Trying to get the enemies on my other side to fight with the Cyberdemon. That's what you want to have happen. Are you... There you're gonna die. My goodness. Just a few enemies left. The Cyberdemon toasts everybody. That lost soul just absolutely... Oh man, it's so fun to see them die a horrendous death. Alright. There's not much to say in this room. It's just all about slowly getting the enemies to infight. Come on. There we go. Alright, I believe that's everybody, so we'll go to the other side now. Oh, one Hell Knight. We'll take care of you. I'm not gonna wait any longer. Okay, Cyberdemon. You're mine now. Where are you going? Unless there's free porn over there, there's no reason why you should be over there. I suck at this. I'm sorry. I'm sure... There we go. I'm sure I could do a better job, but... I suck. I really do. Alright. So with the Cyberdemon finally dead, after like 3 BFG shots, we can grab all the items around the, this side. Just want to make sure I restock all my weaponry. There's a soul sphere over here. Near where the soul sphere is your final secret. It's got an invisibility. The reason why I didn't grab it before? Who wants to fight a frickin' Cyberdemon with an invisibility on? That's bad news. Anyway, we're done with this map, so let's just exit out. That is Mill. Map 18. Wow. This map is pretty big. And it has a lot of areas to it. And you can get lost very easily in this map. It can be a bit challenging. There are a number of areas where things can go terribly wrong. The Arachnotron area, the Revenant area, with all those Revenants in the cages, and stuff of that sort. There's a lot of areas that can go wrong in this map. I think this map is one of the first. Well, I think map 32 Caribbean was harder than this. Maybe. But this map is definitely one of the first that will make you use your surroundings to hide from gunfire. There's a lot of open areas. Open areas suck because you have nowhere to hide. But if you use the techniques used in this map, I'm sure you'll do fine. There's not much else to say about Mill. I enjoy the map. I love it. It's one of my top 10 or 15 favorites in this WOD. Shipping respawning is one of my least favorite maps in the game, but we'll find out later on why that is. I'm Big Mac Davis. Take care, everybody.